This is the Transformers Generations Studio Series number 31, Battle Damaged Voyager Megatron. And if you remember, that final battle in Revenge of the Fallen, Optimus Prime deals Megatron with a heavy blow to his head. And this is what happened to his head. Absolutely stunning. I am just so impressed with the paint apps, the battle damage rendition of already an awesome figure of the Voyager class movie Megatron. Now this review is going to be just a comparison video review showing off the differences between the original Voyager class Revenge of the Fallen Megatron with this new one, both in robot mode and alt mode. And here they are side by side. Studio Series Voyager class Megatron and Studio Series Voyager class Battle Damaged Megatron. One is number 13 and the other one is number 31. See what Hasbro did there? What an interesting way to number these figures. Fantastic new artwork on the boxes. Right here. So difference in artwork, which is very nice. Thank you, Hasbro, for doing this. The first version has the forest scene, Revenge of the Fallen, and the Battle Damage version has that desert scene, also in Revenge of the Fallen. Okay, here are the instructions. Only the numbering and names are different, but it's the same image of Megatron. Hasbro didn't bother changing this one to the Battle Damaged head. And on to the figures themselves. Clearly, the main difference is this brand new head sculpt, which is battle damaged, as well as the new color of plastic and battle damaged paint apps that they used for Megatron. Here it's just a plain glossy gray plastic. Here they used, if I'm not mistaken, they used a similar kind of gray plastic, but not as glossy, or it could just be the wash creating that illusion. Underneath all this battle damage wash is that gray plastic, which is very, very similar. Yeah, I think it's just a wash creating that illusion that this one is not as shiny, is not as glossy as this one. They did use different darker type of gray plastic for the hips, the biceps, this piece on the shoulders. The center pieces are dark gray. They use a different kind of plastic here. This figure still retains that very loose, easily detachable piece at the back, his calves. The feet look to be the same. Same type of dark gray plastic. And obviously the new kind of weathering. There's this sort of smidge going on the thighs. This is the only comment I'm going to say about the paint apps. Everywhere else about the figure is absolutely amazing. I love the wash they put, but this one, it just feels like they just rubbed some wash on it, and it's not really very flattering for Megatron. You get a lot more gold paint apps. On the first version, you get like a very orangey bronze type of gold painted on it. This one is a duller type of muted gold type of brownish bronze paint apps. You get to see it more of it here on his blade, while here it's just gray plastic. Here the gun barrel is painted gunmetal gray. This one is just simple gray, glossy gray. It's a shame that I wish they would have used this kind of paint as well on that one. There's more wash here on this piece of plastic on his feet. There, and on the back you get more of that wash that I wish they could have done it more properly instead of having a very obvious brush strokes on it. It looks okay, it serves its purpose. I'm not too concerned about it. This on the back is actually not as bad as the one in front on the thighs. And finally on the chest feels like there's a metallic type of wash on it, or paint apps. And they kept some of the gold pieces there, painted it there as well, but some pieces that were gold here are no longer gold there. Head sculpt, as you can see, is a completely new sculpt. You get to see that battle damaged right side of Megatron's face. Some red paint apps on his eyes. I wish they could have just painted it better. It's got that glossy gray paint apps on it. I wish they could have done some more shading, and I don't know. It just looks like some paint or some mud has been splattered on his face, and it's not coming out as battle damage. It's interesting on the camera. It's coming out to be like a very dark gray, almost black, but it's actually this kind of gray that's on it. Overall, it's great. I'm very, very pleased with it. And here they are in tank mode, looking very nice. I feel the first version is more screen accurate, but the battle damaged version is just so badass looking. I mean, if I had to choose, I'm gonna go with this one. But I think he's still the more accurate one. But I love what Takara Tomy and Hasbro has done with the paint apps on this one. You look at that. Look at all that shading. I love the dark colored plastic on it. It feels like he's just gone through an inferno and came out like a bat out of hell. Look at that. And final thoughts on the figure. You know, I'm a big fan of the first version of Megatron. I'm as equally a big fan of the second version. I mean, if you're a big Megatron fan from the movieverse, these two figures are a no-brainer. I think both versions are great. If you have to pick one, I guess go with the first version. The battle damage is great and all, but a whole Megatron is still great on the shelf. If you have a lot of dioramas or battle scenes displayed in your collection, then the battle damage Megatron would look fantastic with that Jetwing Optimus Prime. Having said that, you know, I think the repaints and battle damage are for the completist. If you're really into the Studio Series line, you're trying to get everyone, obviously you have to get it. But if you're just a casual collector and you missed out on this Megatron, this is not a bad substitute. The paint apps are fantastic. I love that battle damage head sculpt. Suffice to say, the treatment of the body of this Megatron actually looks so much better than this one, because this one is just way too plain and there's not a lot of silver and gold on it or wash just to make it more edgy compared to this Megatron. But again, I love what Hasbro and Takara Tomy are doing with the Studio Series line, particularly with this Megatron figure. The figure is obviously going to get a 9.5 out of 10 for me. I love it. And best of luck to everybody hunting him down. Picked it up at Hobby Corner. Thanks for watching.